Good morning student. Today's chapter, that is chapter number 3, fiber and fabric. Today we'll discuss regarding history of clothing material. History of clothing material. Already we have discussed regarding the natural the fiber which are obtained from natural fiber, that is from plant sources. Already we have discussed about cotton and jute, and also the wool, how it is processed. We can say. So we can say how the cotton yarn is manufactured. So today we will study the history of clothing material, how this clothing material, how these people or human beings started to wear clothes. In ancient time, if you see in the early man times, they don't know, there was no invention of these clothes. They are not wearing this type of clothes during that days. In early days, what happened, they used to wear bark of a tree or leaves, or we can say animals fur or skin. They used to wear or in order to cover their body. Later on, what happened, after people began to settle in agriculture communities, they learned to weave twigs and grass to make what? Basket or mats. After people settling as agriculture communities, they learned to weave twigs and grass to make baskets and mats. Got it na? Mats, grass and mats and baskets. So after later on, they used this animal fur. They used animal fur. Furs means, or you can say hair, animal hair. They used animal hair, were twisted together to form a thread. They are twisted together to form what? To form thread. To form threads. We can say long strands. We can say threads, that is long strands. So these were woven into fabric. These threads, or we can say strands, are woven into fabric. What is fabric? Fabric means cloth. Fabric means cloths. In early days, what happened? They used to wear leaves, bark of a tree, or you can say animal fur, or you can say animal skin. They used to wear. But later on, when they settle into agriculture communities, they learn to weave twigs and grass to make baskets and mats. And later on, they used animal fur or hair they learn to twist together to form a long thread. We can say long strand of thread, which are used for making fabric, that is called cloth. Later on, so in India, in early Indians, people used to wear fabric which are made up of cotton in the region called Ganga, near Ganga river. Mostly they grow this cotton plant near the bank of Ganga river, where these cottons are used for manufacturing of certain fabric which are early Indians used. Got it now? So another plant, these cotton plants, they use from cotton, and another one is flax. This flax is also a natural fiber. In mostly these are used in Egyptian, they use this flax plant which are grown near the river Nile. Near river Nile, mostly these flax plants are grown. These natural fibers which are obtained from this flax plant are known as what? Linen. Linen. These are the natural fiber which are obtained from flax plant. These are linen. These linens are used mostly in Egypt. They learn to, it also plants gives natural fiber. So in those days, stitching were not known. In those days, stitching of various clothings or various fabrics are not known. So what happened? So people simply draped the fabric around different parts of their body. They simply draped different fabric around their body. So what happened? So many different ways of drafting different fabrics around the body of a human beings are learned during those days. With the invention of the sewing needles, after that they invented what? Sewing machine. Sewing machine. They invented this sewing machine. We can say sewing needle. After that, they used to make various types of variety of fabric. After that invention, since that invention till today, we are also depending unstitched cloth like sari, dhoti. We can say sari, dhoti, lungi, turban. These are used. These are unstitched fabric. Till today we used. But during the sewing needles invented, during that from variety of, there is a variation of fabrics are made. There is a variation in many fabrics which are manufactured, which are made. So just as there is a variety of food items, similar to that there is also a variety of fabric items, we can say, or we can say clothing items. So these are the history of clothing materials, how we reach in a position where you have different fabric which are used for covering our body. If you see in early days, early man time, they used to cover their body with leaves or bark of a tree. But today there is such variation. We have come in a position where we find we have different variety of cloths. We have favorite dresses. We have different fabrics which we can choose by in number of ways. We can choose in number of ways by wearing which fabric will suit them more. We have choice also. During that time they don't have choice. They did not know what is fabric meant, or how this fabric is started. So during that time they used to wear leaves. So that is the faster growth of our technology, how this technology has changed our life. This is how we have to respect our technology that is changing our life. So this is the chapter completed, this fiber and fabric. And next in this 6th class you have studied the fiber which are obtained from plants. In 7th class you will study the fibers which are obtained from animals. In later chapter we will study, in 8th class you will study the fibers which are obtained from artificial fiber. In 7th and 6th class you will study the natural fiber which are obtained from plants and animal sources are called natural fiber. The fiber which are obtained from animals and plants sources are called natural fiber. Natural fibers you will study in 7th and 6th class. But if you go to 8th class you will study regarding fibers which are obtained from chemicals product, we can say chemically, which are man-made, that is called artificial fiber. So this is chapter complete. I will give the exercise as a PDF. So complete it and we will start solving the workbook exercise of chapter 3. Before that you are going to appear for exams. So exam portion is chapter 1 and chapter 2, but later on I am not sure, but I will inform you. Be ready with chapter 1 and chapter 2. I will inform how it is be conducted and by whom it will be conducted, how you have to prepare already. I will tell you very soon. So get ready and do well in the exam. All the best. Thank you.